even if it looks like a non-profiting investment. Still on still, master the act of kindness. Sometimes it might look foolish doing it, especially to strangers. But I tell you, believers of Christ, there are no act of kindness that has ever been a waste, especially in the kingdom of Christ. Perhaps you are the one that do often experience delay in your prayer request. Here is a question. Have you tried the act of kindness and see if those delay would not be restored with your prayer request? So many doors often open through the act of kindness, especially the stiff-necked one that look as if it will never open. However, there are guidelines to kindness. Kindness done in the wrong path might look as if it will not favor you, but Jesus has a way of payback. But kindness done in the right path, kindness invested in the house of God, automatically we know it is the right place, which means when its outcome, when its blessing will come, it comes with divine settlement. Now that reminds me, for some of us who find it difficult to always be a part of God's program, yet we have prayer requests we are looking onward for Him to grant us, you had better go and master the act of kindness. Master it and practice it in the house of God. All those doors you've been knocking that have already rust, which is supposed to have opened, if you master the act of kindness in the house of God, gifting His clergies, His prophets, automatically you have written letter to speed, because your prayer request will be granted with swift response. Look at that Samaritan woman. She showed act of kindness to Jesus. She never let race, tribe, or color limit her from the act of kindness she has to do for Jesus. Despite the fact that that limitation was there, she never let it limit her. Let me read the limitation to our hearings. John chapter 4 verse 9. The Samaritan woman said to him, "You are a Jew and I'm a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for drink?" For Jews do not associate with Samaritans. She knew Samaritan and Jews do not associate, they do not relate, yet she still acted the act of kindness to Jesus, which was what brought solution to her long-term problem. Assuming she echoed the limitation and avoid that act of kindness, her problem will not solve. In short, if it had been some people, they would have not even spoken to Jesus. Yet, he is the one who had the solution to their long-term problem. They would have put the racial differences, the ethnical, tribal differences, color differences, they would have put it ahead and abandoned the act of kindness. Even when she thought about such limitation, Jesus gave her an answer to make her know in His own kingdom there is no limitation. And the result of her prayer request is already with Him. All what He asked her, He can do it for Himself. He only asked her so that He can help her. John chapter 4 verse 10. Jesus answered her, "If you knew the gift of God and who is it that asks you for a drink, you would have asked Him and He would have given you living water." Can Jesus not fetch the water by Himself? Even if He does not want to fetch it Himself, He can wait for His disciples to arrive from where they went to buy food to get Him the water. That is even using physical perspective. He can as well call on angels to give Him water. But because of the help He also wants to do for this woman, He created a form of conversation. Because the woman had been a very kind woman from onset, it made her get the result of a long time prayer request. No matter how small the act of kindness may look, it is never a waste. Believers of Christ, let us be consistent in this act of kindness, because you will not know the one you will do that will bring divine turnaround into your life. Whether you like it or not, we are created in ways to always have needs, and it is someone Jesus will send to provide those needs for us. Whoever lack the act of kindness would most likely chase away who Christ Jesus sent to help them. And how would they do that? They will do that because they will still think it is the same way people always try to take advantage of them, that people want to still repeat, which will end up not making them know who they are to even show the act of kindness to and who they are not. Which is why it is advisable to just be kind, even if for no reason. Either to the wrong or right people, be kind. It will always come back to you. My precious believers of Christ, let us learn the act of kindness. Subscribe, follow, like, share for more biblical teachings like this. I'm Evangelist Progress. Stay blessed.